Welcome back. We're the Swinging Light. I'm Doug.
And I'm Rachel.
All right, we're going to continue on with our top 100 horror movies of all time, and we're going to be covering the 30 to 21. So let's get right to it. All right, my number 30. This is one you made me watch recently, and you're like, "Oh, it's good. Let's just watch it." And I really, really enjoyed it.
Ooh, scored that high, huh?
Yeah, and there's a spot that actually I jumped back a little bit, and that's when that big dude walks through that doorway.
You jumped back?
Yeah, I did. I moved.
This guy he's fearless. So the fact that he admits to a jump scare on anything is quite memorable.
So anyway, this is It Follows.
Yeah.
It was a really good movie. Just the whole concept, just going through that, going through sex and then having someone tie you to a chair and like, look, this thing's gonna come kill you. So pass it along.
Yeah.
And just going through that. But yeah, when she's in the bedroom and that big dude comes to the freaking room, I was like, whoa. That was
the beach scene really freaked me out too.
Yeah.
Where all the friends are gathered together and then her hair starts getting pulled up. Oh, it gives me chills. I was like, oh shit, here we go. He's gonna tear her apart.
Yeah. This is just a really, really good movie. So my number 30 is It Follows.
And my number 30 is Resident Evil, which is the 2002 version. Roll your eyes all you want, Doug, because I have watched this movie probably 100 times. I love Mila Jovovich in it. I did conquer the original Resident Evil and have, played most of them and beat quite a few of them. But this movie, I love the soundtrack. I actually run to it. It's amazing. I know it's different. I know it doesn't really reflect the video game. However, and I know the CGI and the effects are really cheesy, but I love the acting in it. I love the spin on the hive. I love the opening scene. I love when she wakes up naked in the shower and, is like, what the hell is going on here? I'm married and I'm in a mansion. And then the guys break in and they go into the hive. And I love it. And I always will love it. And, say what you want, think what you want. But it scored 30 on my list. So number 30 for me is Resident Evil.
All right, my number 29. This is the best shark movie probably out there. This is Jaws, the original. It's just good.
It's a good movie. It really is. I remember actually going through the Universal Studios Jaws ride when I was like 10 years old. I finally got to go, to Universal Studios, and I was pretty freaked out by it.
Yeah, I think the just everything about it, even when he jumps onto the boat and he starts eating the one guy.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just a good movie, and I'm glad we got the board game of it that reflects the movie, and it's pretty fun as well.
Yeah, we got to play the pinball.
Yeah, we got the pinball
game, which I would actually consider. I want to own a few pinball machines because they're amazing, and I would consider owning the
Jaws
one.
pinball machine looks really cool.
That was fun.
There's a video of it. We have a short video of it when we played at AdamCon. It's really great. But anyway, so my number 29 is Jaws.
And my number 29 is A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, which is Dream Warriors. And this is where they're in the insane asylum. And Nancy comes back, and now she's like a psychologist. And, these kids are dying, and, the doctor is trying to they're not sleeping. And she's like, trying to help them. And I just think that this is my favorite, one of my favorite Freddy movies of all time. The kills are amazing. I'll never forget how he, used the guy as a puppet, and he, made him jump out of the window, and the stuffing that girl in the TV. That was so crazy. And, using their weaknesses against them to murder them, and then Nancy going in there and having the courage to help them get through it. I mean, I love Nightmare on Elm Street series anyway. So this is definitely one of my favorites of all time. So highly recommend it. Watched it again recently. It had been many, many, many years since I'd seen it. So, and enjoyed it. So my number 29 was Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors.
All right. So at number 28, when I started this top 100, I said, whatever lands, it lands. I have not looked through it, and I should have, because
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm sorry, this movie that landed on 28, it is trash. And it should never got this high. And the only reason it's got this high because I didn't look at the year. This is Wrong Turn 2021. I believe that's.
I did not hate that movie.
I hated it when that log comes rolling through the woods and it smacks no other tree besides the one tree that the guy is standing on. And it's
Well,
just,
standing in front of.
yeah, it is just. It was a dumb movie. I hated this movie. So this really should be The Wrong Turn, the original one in 2003.
But
this
you already
one,
mentioned that on your countdown.
I did. So I couldn't fix it. Like, oh, but this is probably what I was thinking when I was rating.
Yeah.
Was the 2023 version. I just saw Wrong Turn, didn't look at the year, and somehow this one squeaked by, made it this high in the list, and it should be like not even talked about.
Let us know what you guys think of the newest Wrong Turn. What was the year, 2021?
2021.
Yeah. I didn't think it was horrible. I thought there were some pretty nasty kills in there, and that'd be a pretty crazy
It should have been named The
situation to be
Foundation.
under.
If it was named The Foundation, because that's what they were building, was The Foundation.
Yeah.
It would have been maybe a little better. I would have rated it better. But when I watched this as Wrong Turn, I was thinking a remake.
Yeah.
And this was nowhere near.
I don't disagree with that because Wrong Turn is inbred cannibals in West Virginia, like basically just surviving, and they're expert hunters because all they can do is just, all they know to do is their basic instinct to eat and hunt. But this was, you're right, this was a colony of people. It was completely different. I thought the ending was good.
Yeah. But anyway, so Wrong Turn 2021 made my 28.
But didn't.
And it did for 1 year. So really, you could just insert your favorite horror movie, and that I would probably like it better than what I just picked.
It's okay. We'll iron out the details. My number 28 is The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It. And I really enjoyed this Conjuring because it had a witch involved, and witches scared the shit out of me. But it was actually based off their investigation and assistance to a young man who killed somebody and swore that, it was not him. He was possessed. We actually got to see the item in the Black Occult Museum that they feel the entity or demon or devil, used to as a vehicle to get into him. So it has a rosary sitting right next to it. And
that's the T-Rex doll, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, a T-Rex doll. So it was definitely different, but I just thought it was great. I think everybody should watch it. It was different than the other Conjurings that I had seen before, and I liked that. And of course, I love the couple, actors that portray Ed and Lorraine Warren. So my number 28 is The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It.
So my number 27, you mentioned this way earlier on your list, but this is House on the Haunted Hill, 1999.
Mm-hmm.
This one is just really good movie. I really love it. It just, just everybody get invited to this house, and the house is picking the guest list and then killing them off because they're all related to the insane asylum family members or nurses. Can't remember exactly which one they're related to. But it's just a really good movie.
And, back in the day, Like, I'm a nurse. So back in the day, how they treated psych patients was
Horrible.
abusive and unacceptable and neglectful. And like they were just cancer and they just needed, like they didn't matter. They didn't have feelings. It was so improperly managed. So that's very scary to, a lot of people died in institutions like that were not properly handled because we didn't understand the technology or the science of that. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. I love that movie. Obviously, it made my list too. So,
Right. So my number 27 is House on the Haunted Hill, 1999 version.
my number 27, and it's actually a sci-fi horror, which sci-fi doesn't. I love aliens and UFOs and that. And a lot of people don't know that about me. But this sci-fi horror is not my favorite. But 27 is Event Horizon. This movie scared the hell out of me. I think everybody should watch this. It's, different. I don't want to go a lot into the plot, but, basically, I feel like eventually we are going to get to a point where we are going to use space for travel. And, once this planet is no longer inhabitable, going on to the next thing. And you can only imagine what we're going to find out there. And, this group of people come across Event Horizon, and boy, it's what they find out there is pretty much similar to the portal of hell. So the acting is great. The effects are great. And I think everybody should watch it. It's one of my favorite sci-fi horrors of all time, next to the Alien movies. So my number 27 is Event Horizon.
All right. My number 26, this is Scream. The original Ghostface. It's a good horror film. I mean, it's a good slasher.
26?
26.
Surprised it didn't score a little higher. It's okay.
I'm not,
It's
you're
your
the big
list.
you're the big Ghostface fan, not me. I mean, I like Ghostface, but you're the bigger fan of Scream. But it's just a good one with Matthew Lillard. I think he does a phenomenal job in that movie.
They all did.
It's just, if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. But anyway, my number 26 is Scream.
My number 26 is Wrong Turn, 2003. Already made your list. Seen this movie a ton of times. I mean, it just gets right to it. It's gory. It's in your face. I mean, it's desperate. The acting is great. I think, obviously it's got good looking people in it, and it's short and perfect, and at that time it had been a while since you've really seen some nasty, visceral horror with cannibalism and just, but you can kind of understand, maybe that could happen. We don't know what's happening out in the hills, where people are just barely surviving and, breeding and trying to move on. So to me, I guess that's what the scary thing was about it. But it was just really well done. Love it. One of my favorite horror films. So number 26 is Wrong Turn, 2003. Not 2021.
Mine would have hit probably 29. So right there with yours if I was looking at the year. But yeah. My number 25, this is a movie that it's really long and I enjoy it. I would love to have the actual house or mansion, but this is Rose Red. Just the whole, when you come into this house, everything is, all your abilities are heightened being in there, and you can see, feel more. And the fact that they're bringing all these different people in there, using their abilities, it just is a great horror film. I really love this one. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
I need to rewatch it. I don't really remember it at all.
Yeah. So
you got a lot of Stephen King on your top 100, I've noticed.
I prefer the movies over the books.
Yeah.
Because
we'll go into that later.
all the fat's cut out.
Cut out the fat.
But it's more lean in the movies. But it's just a really I think it was a really well done movie, and I believe it was like 2 disc on DVD. way
I
back in the
actually
day.
own it.
So
I
do
have
I.
the 2 disc DVD.
But it's just
Doesn't it have Kathy Bates in it? I believe it does. Don't
maybe.
quote me on that.
Yeah, I don't know. One of my favorite parts is when she pricks the needle or pricks or something in her purse, and then the blood's coming out, and she's doing that whole spiel at the beginning when someone's talking about her, like, "Why are you going there?" And I forget what she said, but I was just like, "Wow," you know. But it's a good
I'm
movie.
have to rewatch that one.
Yeah. So my number 25 is Rose Red.
And my number 25 is Evil Dead Rise. So we had to wait a while for them to make another movie after the Evil Dead remake of 2013. So I was so excited when they finally did, and it did not disappoint. This movie starts out in your face with the cabin in the woods and the friends and the violence, and then takes a spin and goes to, a single mom and her family, and her sister comes in, and it's in the city, and the Necronomicon is for some reason buried at the basement of a high-rise apartment building, and then an earthquake happens. I mean, it's completely unrealistic, but I'll tell you what, that mother, her performance of being possessed, by the evil is amazing. Very chilling, scared the shit out of me. I mean, the ending was over the top, brutal, beautiful, wonderful. Really enjoyed this film, so recommend it to all you gore lovers out there and Evil Dead fans. So my number 25 is Evil Dead Rise.
All right, my number 24. This is one. Wow, just the Jennifer Carpenter does an amazing performance in it, and that's The Exorcist of Emily Rose. I was really grossed out when she's sitting there eating the bugs. Like I was just like, oh, that's probably the one thing I can deal with. Bone breaks, I can deal with a lot, but when you start eating bugs, that really grosses me out. That grosses me out more than pretty much anything.
She's a brilliant actress anyway, and she's done a lot of horror, but, like the contortion scene where, she was in the dorm and she was all contorted and then eating the bugs, that was disgusting. And then when she, like, her eyes are completely black and she's, basically revealing, who she is and what she's possessed. I mean, that
at the end,
I believed it. Like, it was so well done.
I think when they were naming
in the barn,
off,
I believe.
Yeah, in the barn when he's like they're naming everybody that's in there. I rewatched that multiple times as that scene.
And her voice was so different, and she's just basically emaciated. And I believe that was based off a true story. I could be wrong, but
yeah, I'm not for sure. That would be something I would know, but I don't have that information.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up. But
yeah, it's
scary
great.
movie. For sure.
So my number 24 is The Exorcist of Emily Rose.
And my number 24, I'm surprised this didn't score higher actually, was Final Destination, the OG, with Devon Sawa and Ali, Harder, I believe it is. And I mean, I went and saw this and blew my mind. I was kind of losing faith in horror films there in the mid 90s, and then the end of the 90s happened, and early 2000s, and it brought it back to life, and it speaks for itself. I mean, I was on edge through the entire movie. I couldn't stop thinking about it after it was done. I knew it was going to have sequels till the end of time. I just fell in love with it. Recently watched it not too long ago, the original. I will always come back to it. So highly recommend it. Not surprised. I'm surprised it didn't actually score higher. It's one of my favorite scary movies. So number 24 is the original Final Destination.
All right, my number 23. This is the very first Jason movie I have watched. And this is Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. So this one's not even Jason as the killer. But I watched this movie a bunch of times. Corey Haim's in it. No, Corey Feldman in it, and he is Tommy as a young boy, and he sees Jason gets coming out of the grave when people are digging him up, and just the kills, everything in it. I've watched this one quite a bit, and this is what became my love for Jason.
I need to watch it beginning to end. I mean, I've seen it throughout. I was always more of a Freddy fan, but I need to see all these, especially since he's one of your favorite horror villains.
It's it's a copycat in this one.
Okay.
So
I like that.
A little bit different, but yeah, it's well done, and I liked it. So anyway, Friday the 13th, A New Beginning is my number 23.
My number 23 is The Conjuring, the original. I think this movie scared the hell out of everybody. Yeah. Started a franchise, obviously, with multiple different, Annabelle, The Nun, spinoffs. Obviously these movies are movies and they're not directly reflective of the Warrens' investigations, but I don't know if I would go to this house. I know you want to. I don't even know if you can. But, the witch in this, witches scare the hell out of me. And this movie was absolutely frightening, terrifying. I can't believe that, a family had to go through this. I do believe they went through it. Love the tree, I just love the whole thing. Acting was phenomenal. So not surprised that, the original Conjuring scored 23 on my list.
All right, my number 22. This is one that you actually made me watch, but you have not watched it. I believe you put it on TV, put it on to watch it, and then you fell asleep. Wolf Creek.
Yes. Damn it. I need to see these. They're on my list. They've been on my list forever. And then you told me you watched it. I was like, why? I don't remember that. You're like, yeah, it was this, the like, guy he was helping these people on the side of the road, and it was crazy. And I was like, I've been wanting to watch these movies. For,
you put it on. You're like, we need to watch this one. This one's good. And I'm like,
I was probably exhausted.
I watched it
out,
and it was good. But yeah, it's just a group of people.
And it scored 22 on your list.
Yeah.
Okay.
And anyway, the car breaks down. Guy helps him, but he ends up, he likes to kill people. And they're just trying to escape.
He's a sadist and psycho killer, right?
Yeah.
Sociopath. But kind of reminds me of Crocodile Dundee, evil version. Because it's in the Australian outback, But
it's on, there's like 3 of them total, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
So I've only seen the first one. I want to watch the rest of them, but I need to rewatch this one, which is fine because it's that good. Watch it with you, and we'll redo the whole series. But anyway, my number 22 is Wolf Creek.
And my number 22 is The Conjuring 2. I feel like The Conjurings all got stacked into this set of 10. But we did a program to list our numbers, and if I could have chose, I would have put the original at 22 and the second one at 23. Nevertheless, they are both really great, and in The Conjuring 2, we get introduced to the nun, which is a crazy demon within itself, which, honestly, I saw the Nun movies and was not impressed, but the nun in this film was terrifying. The demon was terrifying. What was happening to the family and just the whole movie was obviously extremely well done and scared the hell out of me. And I'm more into slasher, gore, psychological. But I love it all. So The Conjuring 2 did make on this list 22, but like I said, if I had to choose, I probably would have flip-flopped the original with the second.
I have not seen the second one. I need to.
I have it.
And,
watch it.
And it's what I enjoy, so I definitely need to.
I know, right?
It's what I need to watch. All right, number 21. This one, when the end was revealed, I was completely mind blown. And I'm pretty sure everybody was that has seen this movie. The Sixth Sense.
Oh, yeah.
Did not see that coming.
If you predicted that movie, you're full of shit because nobody saw that coming.
Yeah. That is, wow. You need to watch it. It's just a great movie. Don't want to spoil it. And it's, yeah. Don't know what else to really say about it without giving any
Bruce
spoilers.
Willis did such a great job in that. And
everybody did.
But I mean, it was freaky. It was a very freaky, scary. Wasn't that an M. Night Shyamalan? I love how they have that movie in 50 First Dates. And then, because when, I don't know if you ever seen 50 First Dates with Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler, where she has the head injury and he falls in love with her, but then he realizes that her brain injury makes her forget everything that happened that day, and then they have to start over. So then her dad and her brother redo the whole day every single day. And at the end of the day, they watch The Sixth Sense because it was somebody's birthday and she bought the movie for them. And every day she watches oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. And they're like, oh my God, I've seen this movie 100 times. And
I don't remember that.
yeah.
I just remember 10-Second Tom.
Yeah. It's a great movie. But anyway, yeah. So it features The Sixth Sense in it, and they have to keep. That would be kind of torturous to watch The Sixth Sense every single night. I thought it was shocking to begin with. I would probably only view it a few more times in my life just to watch it with,
Someone that's never seen it.
our kids or somebody who's never seen it or whatever. I think I did watch it again after I originally viewed it just to see where I missed.
Oh, the clues that were going out the whole thing?
The clues or, the foreshadowing along the way. And it's there, but it's very light. It's not obvious at all. So
anyway, my number 21. You haven't seen it. You need to see it. It's The Sixth Sense. Sorry, we can't give anything about it besides it's just a phenomenal movie.
Watch it. My number 21, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this, but I love this movie, and it is Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. And I don't know why I love this movie. I mean, the original Blair Witch, okay. It was...
Is one in the factory? Like a factory?
Yes,
yeah, okay.
The warehouse.
Yeah.
So, basically, it takes over from, hey, everybody knows the original was a fake, and which fooled a lot of people.
Fooled me.
That it was actually real. The Blair Witch, it doesn't even exist in reality, the area, anything about it, but it continued on. And I just love this movie because it took some mass hysteria and made it a great sequel. And usually I don't really care for sequels, but I love this sequel. I love it better than the original. I own it. I actually watch it almost every single year. I just, the witch factor always, plays a huge scare on me anyway. So basically this guy has this advertisement, hey, you guys come out, we'll go check out the Blair Witch, area and you guys can, bring whatever material. And they go out there and a bunch of different people meet. And there's a couple that are actually serious and investigating, into trying to figure everything out. And they all get totally messed up, smoking marijuana, drinking, getting completely blitzed. And then they wake up the next morning and their gear is all destroyed and there's paper flying everywhere and they're by the house and they're like, what the fuck just happened? And everything from that point just falls apart. And I think it's great. I just think it was well done and scary and a total mindfuck.
I have to rewatch it.
Total mindfuck. I just think it's great. I don't want to give any more away than that. So my number 21 is Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. I've had a lot of people tell me, wow, I can't believe you love that movie because I think it's stupid. And I'm like, well, that's your opinion. but I thought it was brilliant. So,
All right. So on that note, let us know if you agree or disagree with anything on our list. Obviously, please disagree with my wrong turn 2021. That it should not be there at all. Maybe Rachel's.
I don't
Blair
completely
Witch.
disagree, but whatever.
But anyway,
Or maybe my Blair Witch too, whatever.
so make sure you comment and let us know what you agree or disagree with.
If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. You can also check us out on our other social media platforms.
We're the Swinging Light. I'm Doug.
And I'm Rachel.
Until next time.
Keep the light on.